there's really nothing much he can do about changing the way the Eagles play. My name is China Acheru. I live in Port Harcourt. I'm an author, I'm a broadcaster, I'm a blogger, and I'm noisy on social media, very noisy on social media. You know, in his first season at Enyimba, things did not go smoothly, right? And because Enyimba is a club built on success, you know, how do the Gen Z say on social media? They dragged him a lot. He was dragged on social media, and he was lucky he wasn't sacked after the first season, because he should have been sacked after the first season. But somehow they kept faith with him, and whatever he had in mind, whatever his philosophy was, he continued to imbibe it in his team. Now, one of the most difficult coaching jobs in Nigeria should be the Enyimba job, and maybe Rivers United after that should be the Enyimba job. Now, so it wasn't easy for him at first. The results started showing, and the fancy play started showing, accompanied by good results. The fans became relaxed, because it's one thing to go to the stadium and watch your team play and win. It's another to actually win and win well. Enyimba was winning and winning well. So it was at that point, it was, straight up for him. But coaching Enyimba has never been easy. It wasn't an easy start for him. But right now, he left China Acheru, right? He won the league title and was on the verge of winning it. But he had to depart to the Super Eagles, because with about 5 or 6 matches to go, Enyimba was still in the shout to win the league. So he left China Acheru, and he will always be remembered in Aba as the coach that won us the league and almost got on. If Enyimba wins the league, it will be ascribed to Finidi George. Look at Peseiro, right? Peseiro went to the AFCON and he played conservative football. He played off the counter. But we didn't see all of that in the qualifying games. We didn't. And that's because in the qualifiers, you have 3, maybe 4 training sessions with the team. So you don't have time to impose your philosophy on the players. You can only do that when you have a long stretch of training. So when the team went to camp for the AFCON, Peseiro had his chance to tell the boys what he wanted, how he wanted it, and he executed it. Same for Finidi. We're going to be playing South Africa on the 8th of June, on the 7th of June. He's probably going to have 4 training sessions with the full team, just 4. There's nothing you can do with 4 training sessions. There's nothing. So because the NFF has said your immediate task is to win the 2 games against South Africa and Benin Republic and qualify for the World Cup, he's going to do all it takes to qualify for the World Cup. So I'm sure we will not see any distinct style yet. Because he can't afford to take that risk. He wants to first qualify for the AFCON. Then when he has probably 20 days to train or 15 days to train, then they can begin to do what. I watched the friendly game against Ghana. I saw a bit of it. Against Ghana, a bit of it. But there's really nothing much he can do about changing the way the Eagles play. If he tries it, it might be disastrous for him against South Africa. So he's going to take his time, but he gets what he wants eventually. As a player, many Nigerians know Finidi as the winger that gave 3 assists to Rashidi Yekini and scored 1 goal against Burkina Faso. As the winger that crossed the ball for Nigeria's first ever World Cup goal by Rashidi Yekini. As the winger who was perfect number 7 for Ajax Amsterdam. But those of us watching him for that know him more as a central midfielder. I think him playing on the right was happenstance. But because he played that role so well against Burkina Faso, I think West Ham decided that he continues in that role. But if you want to enjoy Finidi George play football at that time when he was a player, it was in central midfield. But if you remember at the AFCON in 2002 in Mali 2002, he fell back to his role most times as a central midfielder. And for those of us in Port Harcourt who watched that AFCON in Mali, we smiled. We sat back and we smiled because that was the Finidi we knew.